Hi everyone, if you like this Genderbend Tanjiro look, stay tuned. Whoo-wee, I could not get that word out. Alright, so what we're doing today, Tanjiro, my little baby, my little sunshine cancer baby, actually, he was born the day after me. So my birthday's July 13th, his is July 14th, and I'm recording this, well, I'm voice recording this on July 11th. So it just seemed appropriate to do like a little theme going on, I don't know. Starting off with Alpha Poreless Primer, putting it all over my face, especially where I get oily, because it's hot, it's July, it's hot. And then going in with this red gel pencil eyeliner to do his scar. I'm time-lapsing it only because it's nothing really crazy. I just kind of eyeball whatever shapes I see and then put them on my face. Now, I know my face is a different shape than this very stylized anime character, so bear with me, you know? And then I'm filling in the lines, or coloring in the lines essentially. Not really in any particular fancy way. I just want to make sure that I have as much tackiness on my scar, my quote-unquote scar, Tanjiro scar, because later we're going to go in and put eyeshadow on it. So if you have a body paint that matches his scar color perfectly, go with that, or like, you know, whatever, liquid liner or anything like that, like go for it. I don't, so I had to go in with this like very almost orangey red and then make it darker later. So I also think I did the scar on the wrong side. Visually it looked weird, I guess, with the reference photos. Like I'd had to flip a lot of my images, so I don't know. I just gotta start doing it the way I see it, like a mirror image. I don't know. Alright, and then that's it filled in. And then I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Go ahead and make them burgundy, wine, maroon, whatever you want to call them. Now, I did not do my usual technique where I do an ombre brow, and I wish I had, because I had angry eyebrows in this video. So, this is why I always say, stick with the 2016 tried and true method. What I should have done, gone in with probably a white mascara and stamped on color and then made it darker, or as dark as I wanted at the tail ends. Stamped on like an eyeshadow color. So going in, like I said, with that darker color, that darker pigment eyeshadow to darken up his scar. There's not really any big method. I stamp it on because then I know I got full coverage, and it'll stick to the tackiness. This is also why I didn't go in with any foundation first, because I'm actually going to go ahead and kind of outline it in concealer anyway. So if there was eyeshadow transfer, it really didn't matter. So again, there's not really anything special to this, taking a thinner brush and just getting in the nooks and the crannies. And I'm wiping off whatever excess of red is on my brush before picking up more concealer. Elsewise, it will turn out pink, which is not what we want. And then going ahead and run my eyebrows. I tried to make them a little bit more rounded. I have really straight eyebrows to begin with. And his eyebrows are quite soft insofar as there's like not really an arch. It's more just rounded. So I try to emulate that, but still wasn't giving what I wanted to. Only because my eyebrows are also not downturned quite like his. So, you know, work with what you got. It is what it is. And then my reference photo, this is the shape of the scar, so just go with what you got. I don't know, because my understanding is that it changes throughout the show. So that's not easy for a cosplayer. Now, I did do this scar at a convention before, but I just used a tattoo, except it peeled off quite a bit. So that's why I tried drawing it on this time versus just doing a temporary tattoo. And doing my other eyebrow. Just blurring the edges of the concealer. And then blending everything out. And then I go in with my foundation. Putting it all over. Nothing real special here. And then taking a brightening concealer, going on the tip of my nose, on my cheeks, my higher points, my chin, jawline, because it's a masculine character, I like to do that. And then where I lack depth, or have too much depth, I suppose, in my face, which for me is right where my smile lines connect to my nose. And then I'm actually using a beauty blender today, unheard of. I used to use these a lot, and then for some reason I just stopped. Probably because I started traveling a lot more, and so I just used my cushion foundation thingy versus taking, a beauty blender just to blend, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I forgot how much I liked them, especially in the summer because it absorbs the oils, I suppose, of the products. Anyway, going with my Fenty contour, really focusing under the tip of my nose, as well as thinning my nose out. And then my cheeks, I'm not bringing it down just because he has a youthful look as a child. So I'm just kind of putting it in the hollows of my cheeks higher up and blending that out. Blending out the nose, stamping to keep the product right where I placed it. And then I did round out my tip, the tip of my nose. This is the Airspun baby powder mix, and I just take a brush and just kind of stamp it all over. I don't swipe, I always tap. That way I know it's not moving around the product underneath it and creating streaks that I can't go back in and fix. And especially on pigmented products, such as age liner or body paint or whatever, I always tap. Always, always, always. Use excess. Excess is not nearly enough in that case. I bake like I'm Rita Hayworth in that one video of her in the 40s or 50s where they just powder the snot out of her face and then scrub it off later. Then taking eyeshadow, and I should have just focused it on the tail end, but I had the too much gene today, or this day. And so I put it throughout my entire eyebrow. So, my too much gene said I need to balance out these angry eyebrows, like Mr. Potato Head, and do a crazy eccentric eyeshadow look, which I usually don't do, especially for cosplays. But I was feeling it. I was really feeling it. So I put this little lime green on the inner corners of my eyes and then blended it out and up, but not onto my lid. Did you see that? I was about to use my finger to just blend out when I have an entire, array of multi-use brushes at my disposal. Sometimes I'm like, Kate, girl, I know we grew up poor, but you don't gotta act poor now. So again, just diffusing the edges of where I place that, but not onto my lid. And also being very careful around my eyebrows because the pigment was still transferring. And then I took a burgundy, which kind of sheared out to this pink, which I was not upset about. And I focused it mostly in my crease and then winging it out just a little bit. And I just kept on adding color until I was happy. What I do is I stamp it on the outer, second to last outer quarter, I suppose. So not quite the end of my eye, but not the center. And then I blend out from there just because that's where I want the most pigment, so diffuse it from there. taking my concealer that I used already and just stamping a teeny tiny bit. I wiped off excess. I am only stamping on what's there. I look up with my eyes open, or I tilt my head, or whatever you would call that motion right there. And that creates the perfect part where your eyelid, especially with hooded eyes, your eyelid will meet your crease. That way you can actually see the product. Just taking a concealer brush and blending that out. And tapping with my finger. I'm taking this like banana shade. And I put it on where we had the concealer for the cut crease. And then I'm going ahead and taking this neon liquid. Is this liquid liner? No, this is like potted gel liner. Using some Fix It Plus and making it liquid. Taking a very skinny, flexible brush and just applying pressure and following where my eye socket takes me. So I had to add more Fix It because it was too tacky and it wasn't transferring well. So sometimes more liquid is better. It doesn't actually dilute it sometimes. And then I took a Q-tip to fix a boo-boo. Taking that burgundy color and putting it under my eyes. Adding more into my crease just to even out the saturation levels. Kind of make it match. And then doing liquid liner or pen liner. What is that? Okay, the green that I put on, is that liquid liner? No, that wouldn't be liquid liner. That would be gel liner, right? Gotta look this up. Taking a Q-tip to fix any boo-boos again. Q-tips are my favorite thing. And then taking just a little bit, only using the tip, and tracing where I just put down my black liner. Logically, you would do the green first, then the black, but my brain is dyslexic, so it says, no, we're not doing that. I guess it's a water-activated eyeliner. Because gel is like tacky, but these dry down to be hard. So, there you go. And I think I got these off Amazon. Fairly cheap. Adding more green to my inner corner. Just to give a little bit more depth. And then creating a hint of green for my transition shade. A hint. I mean, just like a breath, a whisper. And because I'm me, I said, not enough. So I added sparkles in this rose gold-ish color just to match what I had underneath the pigment, which was concealer on top of pink, or on top of burgundy, which created pink, and then I put a banana shade on top of that. So we're just trying to match it. That's like literally rose gold. Alright, and then taking a more red shade, or a dark peach, I suppose. For my blush, I'm putting it on my cheeks. See how I scrub with the stipple brush? It does not move. I mean, over baking, I'm telling you, for cosplay, perfect. It's great. Because my eyes water when I'm at conventions, does not touch my makeup. My nose runs, does not ruin my makeup, only when I wipe it, but otherwise, like, it's all good. Wig hair's getting in my face, and I'm playing with them all day, trying to scrape them off. Doesn't move, doesn't budge. And then I did buy a new contour palette. Everybody applaud me, because this was a big step. And then okay. So NYX, girl, the pigment, let's relax a little. Like, I'm happy, but I had to wipe it away profusely in order to get it to diffuse to a point that I'm like, okay, I don't see it as much. So I definitely think that I'm going to keep my other palette, the I'm Meme afternoon tea palette or whatever, for like my everyday makeup. But this one is going to be more for like costumes, cosplays, etc. And then highlighting, because I do usually forget. So I'm starting to add it to this portion before I put on the eyelashes. And then just taking a loose brush. Nose, cheeks, Usually I would do above the lip. Left over on the bigger brush, I just kind of like put on my chin or my forehead. God, I really popped off with this eye look. And for green eyes, I was gonna wear contacts for this. However, they were dried up, so I'm letting them soak still. But for green eyes, burgundy, ladies and gents, get into it. Put on eyelashes, put on bottom eyelashes. Do whatever you gotta do for yourself. And then I went to put on the fit. I hate this wig with a burning passion. This lace front, I think it came pre-plucked. I don't like it. Also, it just doesn't match my forehead, and you can see my wig cap underneath it. Anyway, so put on lip gloss. Thought it would be enough. Then I didn't like it, so then I put on a more wine lip gloss in the center of my lips. Tried to blend it out a little bit, but good lord, was she pigmented, because my lips were pretty much red. So what I did after that... First of all, I blurred the edges with my fingy. See, I get lip gloss on my base. I wipe it away. Base is still there. Lip gloss is gone. Y'all need to get into over baking. So what I did, took it off with or blotted it, I suppose would be the word, with some toilet paper that I keep on my makeup desk, because like I said, my eyes are always watering or my nose is always running. So blended whatever was left over with my finger again, put on a little bit of sparkle underneath. I would do this before doing mascara, but my brain didn't think of it, so I put sparkles like on the inner part of my my bottom lashes. Oh my gosh. So this is the final product, unedited, per usual. If you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Kate_escapism. And I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.